If you believe in fairies, clap your hands now. If you don't believe in fairies, you probably won't have any hands to clap with anyway. That's what Gilbert found. These are Gilbert's parents. Would it surprise you to know that they are only 29 years old? It's the stress of cooking for their selfish son what has turned their hair white. This is the Visitors book, where all the grisly tales of all my wicked guests are written down. Want to see why one of these bad children is down here? This is Gilbert's story. I call it Tinklebell. Gilbert Sparrow was a fussy eater. He never ate what his parents put on his plate, which meant they lived in fear that one day he'd shrivel up and disappear altogether.
What's for supper? Fish poo or meat poo?
It's not poo, it's vegetable risotto.
So it's vegetable poo. I hate poo. Why can't I have food I like?
One day, Mrs. Sparrow reached the end of her tether. She was trying to interest Gilbert in a box of fairy cakes, endorsed by a sweet little fairy called Tinklebell, who had made her name in a Hollywood film called Scary Fairies, when Gilbert's scream of "No!" made her brain seize up. Nothing to see here. Move along, ladies and gentlemen. Are you all right, madam? Is she all right? What about me? I'm the one who's being forced to eat poo cakes against my... Won't be a minute. Now we can hear ourselves think. Cup of tea? That night, over a soup supper, Mrs. Sparrow waved a box of fairy cakes under Gilbert's nose. The store manager filled the form in for me. Your father and I agree that this is the answer to your problem. I don't have a problem. You're the ones who keep cooking food I can't stand. Do I look like I care, Gilbert?
What's going on?
In future, Gilbert, if you don't eat what is on your plate, we will get Tinklebell to come and make you. Bravo, dear.
Oh, you're pathetic.
Do you really expect me to be scared of a little fairy? Oh, yes. Listen. Fairy Solutions. Does your child refuse to eat what you put on their plate? Do you wish to put a stop to it? Let Tinklebell make your wish come true.
Tinklebell is a made-up fairy from a film. She doesn't exist.
Well, this one's a he. And he puts magic spells on knives and forks to make them feed stubborn children. It's time to grow up, son. I mean, there's some food I don't particularly like, but you won't catch me not finishing what's on my plate. Me neither. It would be impolite. So what say we have an end to this nonsense?
Okay.
Okay? But here's the deal. You eat everything on your plate for the next week, and I'll eat everything on my plate forever. On one condition. Oh? I'm cooking. For the next 7 days, Gilbert cooked the most disgusting things he could think of, so that when his parents refused to eat them, he would win the bet. Frog spawn milkshake, stick insect chips, rancid ostrich eggs with black yolks that smelled like a marathon runner's feet, skunk on a skewer, gelatinous gerbils, toe jam pate, bogey stew, dog hair pie, and dung beetle pancakes with sugar and cat's pee. Gilbert's parents ate the lot. Pardon? By the end of supper on the 7th day, finished. That was the best rat burger I've ever eaten. Yum. There you go, Gilbert. We've eaten everything on our plates for a week. don't look so cross. We've kept our side of the bargain. Now it's your turn. What would you like for supper? Chicken pie?
No! You haven't won yet. The week's not up. I've still got 60 minutes to think of something you won't eat.
How about dust from the vacuum cleaner? No, I rather like that. Dust à l'orange. Bring me seconds.
Any knives sharpening?
No, thank you.
You sure? I got your form.
Tinklebell?
Shh! Don't want the whole world knowing. So nothing needs grinding, then?
Tinklebell?
As in the fairy, sir.
You're bigger than I thought.
I'm not the Tinklebell. I knew the director of the Scary Fairies, that's all. I told him that if he wanted to use my name in that film, he should paint me as I really is. But no, he said, children won't believe in a fairy unless she is pretty and little and buzzing with wings.
So he stole your name?
Rotten thief. I used to sharpen his knives every month and all. Still, what can you do? He's dead now, and I'm still carving.
Look, I'm sorry if we've wasted your time, but since my wife sent you her wish, things have taken a turn for the better. And although we needed your services then, we don't anymore.
Children's never change. Never.
This one has.
But what if he ain't cured, and here's me offering a healing? Success guaranteed. This magic whetstone's my life.
Oh. Well, okay. I don't see what harm it can do.
None. It's just harmless magic to make children eat what's on their plate, that's all. If the boy won't feed himself, then the cutlery will do it for him.
How much will it cost?
Sir, do fairies mucky their hands with money, or does they do what they do for the betterment of humanity?
The second one?
That's right. I'll do it for free. The magic sharpening took less than 10 minutes. Tinker-tailor, knife impaler, whetstone, headstone, morsel me, grinder, blinder, gut rewinder, sharp the blade and eat for free.
Supper! The pie's waiting, Gilbert.
Not for me.
But we had a deal.
We still do, only there's still 5 minutes left till the week is up. So I've got one more thing I want you to eat, and if you refuse, I win.
We won't refuse.
Oh, I think you might. Eat me.
Are you mad?
Of course we're not going to eat you. Eat me or you lose the bet. You're changing the rules. Eat me!
No! Oh no! What have we done?
Sharp the blade and eat for free. Both of them had refused to eat what was on their plate, which was exactly what Tinklebell's magic needed to hear before it went to work. But of course, Gilbert didn't know that Tinklebell had been. Which only goes to prove that you should never refuse to eat what's on your plate. Just in case you've had a visit from a scary fairy. I hope you believe in fairies now. Dancing, prancing, lymph gland lancing, slivered lungs and chopped up thighs, plated, grated, ground and sated, Gilbert's hand and Gilbert's eyes. Wave good night to the children, Gilbert.